long after the hold.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes buying time to his left. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Lock in the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Lock. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Pulls it in at the 13. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of... He's got a man complete! And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down.
Grady Jarrett. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 12. A huge play there for Denver. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Locke working out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Flush to his... And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Christian Barmore busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Hands it off out of the gun.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And that will force a turnover on downs.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses. and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
K.J. Hamler returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point try now for Patterson. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first. And the Broncos get there and take him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Michael O.J. Mudia providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And running with power here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Block now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Locke again. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Broncos! K.J. Hamler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, check back, 6. Let's go. Yellow. Let's get it. Let's go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes, he's going to let it go again. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there.
and you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game, but ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lock. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
3 down. Watch twist.
Lock gonna throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike.
Now Lock. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
26 Mike. I got him. He's coming. We got double up. Jim.
To throw it is Lock. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Lock's throw there, complete to Hamler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Switch. 40's the Mike. Squeeze. Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Penetration here. Let's get him some penetration. Mike 40. I got him. Check Mike 40. They can't hang with us. Hey, 40's Mike. Right there. 40's Mike. Hey, let's get this.
Again, they'll throw with Lock. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
We all kneel. Check three. Show it.
On 1st down, Lock. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes forced out to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Ooh, with a juke. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44, 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Mahomes got to have this one, eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Barons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Locke to throw for it on 4th. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be and my goodness, another interception. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it on one.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rolling to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
They'll try and throw for it. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Locke going to throw it here. Flush to his right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called